Alright, so with the latest changes to Modern Warfare, you can now stack the perk Kill Chain, which turns your killstreak kills into kills towards your next killstreak, and Hardline, which reduces the cost of your killstreaks by 1. So your killstreaks count towards more killstreaks, and they don't cost as much. That sounds a little broken, that sounds a little overpowered. Also, you can now stack Kill Chain and Point Man on the same class in order to turn your kill streaks into score streaks, and they've now recently buffed Point Man, so it gives you more score, and then any of the kill streaks you get from that score will, if they get kills, count towards your next kill streak. So anyway, you get it. Now I've reiterated that enough. Can we talk about whether or not it's overpowered? In my opinion, it is absolutely not overpowered. In this video, I will be explaining my reasoning. I've seen some people say that game modes are now ruined because of this. I just don't see that as being true. Let's first talk about perk balance. In order to use Kill Chain, you're not able to use Quick Fix, Cold Blooded, or EOD. So first, with Cold Blooded, it's a very powerful perk and it hides you from kill streaks, thermal sights, does not trigger the high alert warning, so if someone's using high alert and you sneak up on them, they won't know you're looking at them. And recon drones cannot actually tag you, so similar to Ghost, it keeps you from being spotted by things that aren't the human eye. The next perk is Quick Fix, and Quick Fix allows you to immediately begin health regen after a kill. Quick Fix was recently buffed so that as soon as you get a kill, your health regen has started. Also, while you're on objectives, using Quick Fix would be really good combined with Point Man, because when you're on an objective, your health regeneration rate is increased even faster. So if you're really playing the objective, using Point Man and Quick Fix would be a pretty good pairing, but Kill Chain doesn't allow you to use Quick Fix. And then there's EOD, and EOD of course is the flak jacket or blast shield of this game. It makes you take reduced explosive damage, and of course they buffed it a while back so that if you are at full health, it clamps damage no matter what kind to a non-lethal amount, unless of course it's something like an RPG hitting at your feet or a cruise missile. Either way, C4s and claymores and frag grenades and Simtaxes won't kill you unless they completely bombard you or somebody's using shrapnel and uses 2 of them. But if you have a stim shot, an EOD, or even just EOD by itself, you should be fine, at least when it comes to explosives. One more perk that isn't as important for survivability but is important for longevity is Scavenger. Now the thing is I'd love to say that Scavenger is like really important when it comes to this, but this game also has the ammo box, field upgrade, and the fully loaded weapon perk, so not exactly absolutely necessary. Hardline is where things get tricky. If you want to combine Kill Chain with Hardline, you cannot use Ghost, High Alert, Overkill, or Restock. Perks, you guys all know what they do. Ghost keeps you off of the UAV. Overkill allows you to have 2 primaries, which isn't an inherent benefit. You still have to get kills with those primaries. They're still just simply weapons. But then Restock would allow you to get stims every 15 seconds or a claymore now every 25 seconds, which is incredible. So if somebody is combining Kill Chain with Hardline or Point Man, they are on UAVs, they can't use High Alert, they can't have 2 primaries unless they pick one up, and they cannot get regenerating stims and claymores, which are really good if you're going on streaks, especially if you're playing solo. So really all the player has in terms of perk options is tier 3, which is good if they want field upgrades, speed up their equipment usage, have 2 lethals, resist flash, stun, EMP, gas, and snapshot grenades. And then of course Spotter's good if you want to not get blown up by claymores, or obviously you guys know how the perks work. I would honestly say Tracker's one of the better perks, but it's not as practical. It is for this very reason, and God, I really maybe didn't need to explain every perk in depth, so I apologize, but it is for that reason that I don't see the combination being overpowered, is because you are removing a lot of survivability and longevity perks. So survivability in the sense of Ghost and High Alert, or EOD, Cold Blooded, or Quick Fix. Longevity like Restock, or Overkill, or Scavenger, you can't have those. So if somebody's going on a streak, if somebody's kicking your ass, and you look at the kill cam and they're running Kill Chain and Hardline, switch to C4s, switch to landmines, switch to claymores, and they won't be able to survive them. Explosives are very powerful in this game, so if they don't have EOD, then they're fair game. If they have Hardline, they don't have unlimited stims, essentially, because they can't use Restock, they don't have Scavenger, and they definitely don't have Quick Fix, so they are going to be pretty vulnerable after a gunfight if they've taken damage. For a player to take advantage of the Kill Chain Hardline combination, they need to be pretty damn proficient. If that player has any sort of reliance on resistance perks, then they're going to be sorely disappointed when somebody inevitably throws a C4 into their face. You might think, boom, just because they had to remove those perks and they can't use EOD or Ghost, doesn't mean they won't be able to beat me in gunfights and end up calling these streaks in anyway. And that brings me to a video I made a couple weeks back, which basically said the same thing everybody else should be saying: the kill streaks in this game kinda suck. Honestly, the best kill streaks in this game, in my opinion, are Care Package, UAV, Precision Airstrike, and Chopper Gunner. Other kill streaks are either weak or impractical, or they cost too much for what they actually are. Like the Juggernaut's great, but for a 15 kill streak, I don't really want to be taken out by 2 guys with FMJ LMGs, because the minigun does not work against entrenched long-range opponents, whereas their LMGs do. I've made a video on this already. The shield turret's terrible. It has so many things working against it. The personal radar is okay, but it also gives away your position. Not really the best choice. The precision airstrike is probably one of the better streaks because it can't be seen on the minimap, unlike the cruise missile or the whatchamacallit's cluster strike. The sentry gun it takes forever to wind up. Doesn't matter where you put it, it's likely not going to kill anybody. The Wheelson is a pain in the ass to control, and there's no splash damage on its cannon. The interesting assault vehicle is interesting because it's only on a couple of maps, therefore it'll likely just give you a Wheelson if you're not on a 10v10 or ground war map. Emergency airdrop is okay, but it scatters the kill streaks everywhere. Oftentimes your teammates will take them from you, which is frustrating. The VTOL is a great streak, but it gets shot down, and this can happen.
Got the VTOL on station, ready to deploy. First 133 now on station.
What the fuck is this? I called this VTOL in the corner of this map, and it killed me. And I did this again later when I call in my VTOL, and it doesn't kill a single enemy with the initial rocket strike. I don't know where these rockets go. In my head, the rockets go where you designate, but I guess not. They just fly all over the damn place. White phosphorus is a joke. The support helo is just a big lumbering target. The gunship doesn't last very long, and the advanced UAV for 12 kills just allows you to see the position of people. It's not that amazing in my opinion. If somebody's using Hardline and Kill Chain and calling in VTOLs and Chopper Gunners and support helos, do yourself a favor. Throw FMJ on an LMG and shoot them down. Just humor me. Go try it. It's so stupidly fast. You can hit VTOLs before they're in the position to actually fire on people. It's that bad. You don't need a launcher. If you're using a launcher to shoot down streaks, there's something wrong with you. FMJ on a 200 round LMG. Spray the motherfucker down, it'll work way better than any launcher you have. This goes for UAVs, counter UAVs, support helos, VTOLs, chopper gunners. Just have a class that has a suppressed LMG with FMJ, lots of ammo, and cold-blooded. You're set, you're golden, you're fine. Gunships are hard to shoot down, but I've gotten gunships before, and these maps have so many buildings and tight corridors, it's really hard to utilize it well. I've had hardpoints outside that are contested. I call in my gunship and every enemy just hid in the building the entire duration of the hardpoint, so it was great for having us hold the hardpoint and get a point advantage, but there was no actual point for me to go on a 12 kill streak for that fucking gunship. So very disappointing, in my opinion, very lackluster. In fact, I think it's a nice buff to these kill streaks that if you are really willing to make the perk sacrifices, you can go ahead and get a precision airstrike, call it in, let it get some kills, gives you a VTOL, because it will. You only need to kill 3 people, so yeah, cluster strike or a cruise missile or a precision airstrike will then give you a VTOL, and a VTOL can give you a chopper gunner. That's great. Honestly, at least that makes it easier to earn, and it's less disappointing when it inevitably just gets shot down. And when it comes to AI kill streaks, or even kill streaks that require some targeting on larger maps, Cold-Blooded is just an absolute hard counter. People can just switch to it. So, you could be fighting somebody that has a really good EOD, Ghost, Battle Hardened setup, and they see you call in a VTOL or a support helo, and all they have to do is swap EOD for Cold-Blooded on respawn, and there they go. They don't have to worry about your streak, it's useless to them, and they can probably just shoot it down as long as they're changing their class. If they're on FMJ, 60 round mag on their M4, perfect, beautiful. So no, in my opinion, it is not in any way overpowered. A UAV is scary when you don't have Ghost. I don't think a lot of people appreciate just how powerful a UAV is against you when you do not have Ghost. So if someone's using Hardline, a UAV will counter them. If somebody's using Kill Chain, any explosive or any AI streak will counter them. Hell, throw a smoke grenade at your feet and use a thermal sight. What are they gonna do? Likely they're not using a thermal sight on their gun, so they're just gonna get shot out of a plume of smoke, and they're not gonna have a counter for it because they don't have cold-blooded, they have Kill Chain. That's my opinion, that's my perspective. And if any of you are wondering, if any of you were about to ask, how do I know if they're using Kill Chain and Hardline? Watch your damn kill cams, if just not for a second, to see exactly what the person who killed you is using. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you when I see you. Goodbye.